Happy New Year, my brothers and sisters, and congratulations for receiving all the fortunes this year. As you understand Heavenly Parent properly, as you understand and know true parents properly, as you understand and know about spirit world, you must realize how much blessing you have received. I believe you are the people with greatest blessing. Today, our Youngsong graduate, Youngsong workshop graduates, Youngsong graduate academy graduates, and Youngsong workshop trainees have came out to offer praise. Isn't it truly moving? We can feel that we have hope from them. Today is 1470th Cheonshim Won special visual devotion. Throughout the world, 27,000 places have connected with us. More than 58,000 brothers and sisters have come to offer prayer and devotion in one heart. To be honest, in Europe, Central and South America, and Heavenly USA, they hold online in a recorded video, and I'm certain more people will be added to this number. From Cheonwon Special District, 277 have come to the training center. Cheonsuk Church 117, Changwon Church 80, Iksan Church 70, Suwon Church 69 have gathered to offer prayer and devotion. From Heavenly Japan, Nagano Church 90, Fukuoka Church 78, Heavenly Japan Cheonshim Won Church. Heavenly Japan churches are with us. For Heavenly USA, centering on Cheonshim Won, all the churches have gathered to offer prayer and devotion. And throughout the world, our brothers and sisters have joined. And Philippine headquarters, 51 of them, 150 brothers and sisters have gathered to offer prayer and devotion. And Mozambique, 42 members have come to offer prayer and devotion. Benin headquarters, 25. Taiwan headquarters, Philippine Antipolo Church, Jardim Cheonshim Won, Angola Cheonshim Won. Various different places have connected with the training center in Korea, Cheonshim Won in Korea, to offer prayer and devotion. Yusung Church is 500, Dangjin Church is their 500th vigil, piling up their towers of devotion. Today, as we come to this new year, it is first weekend workshop, 1,713th workshop, and 2,750 have come, and this workshop will be held all through online as well. I would like to congratulate and welcome everyone who have come to the training center on this new year. And long-term workshop trainees, including the teenage workshop, 813 have come to the training center. Youngsong Assembly, 140 have come for 3 days of workshop. So from 1st to the 18th Youngsong workshop, everyone have gathered to show and raise our hearts right at this moment. We are making such a precious time in the history. It's been 103 days since True Mother has been confined in the detention center. I'm certain all of you are walking the same course as True Mother, and please do not let your heart waver. And I hope all of you can walk with True Mother, and if you're walking that path, you're truly victorious. And I heard some peace ambassadors saying that they're gonna quit being peace ambassador, and I believe they are very truly ignorant. This number 103 is very important. When we gave birth to a child, we had a 100 days celebration. Nowadays, we celebrate 103 days after child is born. To be honest, this 103 days of True Mother is for her to set a foundation so that we can be reborn as a direct children. I believe this is time of such tribulation to pay for our indemnity. For 103 days after the birth of a baby, the baby can be faced with many difficulties. So in a way, being true mother in the detention center, we are facing the greatest crisis. And it's been 103 days. And as we pass the number 103, all of us must become true sons and daughters of Heavenly Parents, true parents, as direct children of theirs. And I believe this is a period where we can begin anew as true children. So please do not waver your heart. And when you offer devotion and prayer with absolute faith, you'll realize that heavenly work will unfold before your eyes. Today at the detention center, our brother Pastor Song In-yong has sent me following message. Our true mother has been confined in the detention center, and today is the 103rd day. As cold weather is continuing right now at detention center, Cheonwon, Cheonsun, Guri, Gwanak, Gapyeong, Ilsan, Namyeongju, Yangpyeong, Hongsong, Kumchon, Ansan, Tongilmuda, Ilwon-do, in various different places gather. A total of more than 100 have gathered to offer prayer and devotion. Amid severe tribulation we have faced, with the heaven's protection, I truly hope that true mother's health will be protected. Also, I hope that soon after, true mother's unjust will be liberated and truth will be revealed. I hope that will happen soon. As we begin a new year, as we engrave true mother's words, we will live our lives in greater devotion for education, for the spread of the truth. We will comfort true mother with our practice, and we will become the victorious soldiers who will overturn this crisis as opportunity. And we will offer devotion. With that conviction, we will offer devotion in this 1470th Cheonshim Won vigil. Our brother has sent this message. Right now, it's Seorak town and Gapyeong town, right? It is minus 13 degrees Celsius. And think about this, how cold would detention center be? So as our brothers and sisters who are walking the same course as our true mother is walking, because our great members are thriving, we cannot fall down. We will stand up again, we will shout, and we will be absolutely victorious. When we look at top 10 news centering on trading center, amid the difficult and hardship we have faced, we truly have made great victory. Today, our brother Lee Bum-seok, director of Heavenly Japan Cheonshim Won, have shared the work of heaven through Hyojong offering paper, through 3 testimonies, and you have heard a miraculous story. As our brother and sister recorded specifically on Hyojong offering paper, they were able to fulfill their desires, and one member resolved to write Hyojong offering paper as if it's their wish paper, and once such condition are met, heaven can work. It was such a testimony. So I hope that as you reflect your past year and as you begin this new year, you must write specifically in your Hyojong offering paper, and when you make resolve, I'm certain same grace will be bestowed upon you. And our brother Kim Gyun, Cheonshim Won director of Heavenly USA, he has shared top 7 news of Heavenly USA Cheonshim Won. On this foundation, with absolute faith, if Heavenly USA move forward with absolute faith, I'm certain that in year 2026, Heavenly USA will unfold great miracles, greater than what we have heard. So do not think that we're going to continue the devotion and prayer we have offered until now. But you must have the resolution, just as True Mother told us, that we must offer prayer and devotion as if we were at war. You must offer devotion for your own sensuous evil spirit so that you can liberate them, and you must offer devotion for them as if we were at war. That is our responsibility. If you have 100 sensuous evil spirits, you must realize that all the resentful, sorrowful, sad heart, that evil spirits are embedded within your body. 100 of them are embedded in your body. And our sister Seo Bo-kyum, you heard her testimony well, right? So even if you're sent to the spirit world after Songwa ceremony, but if you're clinging on to the resentment, on to the sorrow, you'll be clinging on to that world, and you won't be able to ascend to heaven. Who would liberate that heart? Only people in the physical world can liberate. So our second and third generation, there are a lot of things they must do. But as our second and third generations can resonate to the spirit world, or brightly can open their eyes to the spirit world, the pace of liberating evil spirit and spiritual beings is becoming faster and faster. We have come to an amazing era, and Heavenly USA Cheonshim Won, do not think that you will continue offering devotion of year 2025 exactly the same, but you must offer greater devotion as if you're at war in 2026, and you must show how much faith, how much devotion you have set through your Cheonshim Won, and you should record all that devotion and the faith you have shown. And you must record how many churches are attending, how many members are attending in each church, and we are recording that. And by doing so to Heavenly Parent, we can show that, oh, Heavenly Parent, this is my faith. Let me show you my faith. And our church is offering prayer and devotion like this. Please look at over us. And true Father, you must offer prayer that, true Father, please look at my faith. Look at what I'm doing. That's how true Father offer prayer to Heavenly Parent, to God. Heavenly Parent, if you offer prayer like, Heavenly Parent, do not look at me like this. You should not live a life that aligns with that prayer. You must live a life being able to say that, God, Heavenly Parent, please look at me. Look what I have done. Look at our church. Look at how many brothers and sisters have gathered to offer prayer and devotion for you. And once you offer such prayer with such result, Heavenly Parent can finally tell you, you have finally started to offer devotion that I've been asking. And once you receive compliment, you receive revelations and dreams. You have heard our brother giving testimony at the weekly, right? Even during the sleep, he was resonating. So we must make such circumstances happen within our life and move forward. And now is a time when Living Heavenly Parent can work through our church, and our church can be revived. All the churches, throughout the world, 2,000, 3,000 churches must gather together to offer prayer and devotion. If you can, if we can do it, we must have open Zoom links that are more and more Zoom links, so that we can show more and more churches coming to show your devotion, show your prayer to Heavenly Parent, true parents. We must make resolution to do that. So tonight, we should be able to show how many churches how many churches have gathered to offer prayer and devotion, and we're still lacking. We're still lacking in many ways. So we must set such conditions so that we can tell Heavenly Parent that, please look at us. Please receive joy, and with that heart, with that conviction, all the churches must rise. And Cheonshim Weekly Board, we must have greater number. Of course, those who are within 50 ranking, those churches and members are truly amazing. And each church must make resolution that, my church must be in that ranking. And if we have more and more churches coming, we would have 100th place. And I'm certain that such record must appear when we have 100th place church having 100 people. And our pastor, our brother, have joined our church due to love. And as he attended the vigil, as he looked at young generation transforming in such a short amount of time, he was very moved about him. And as he watched 1,440 Cheonshim Won vigil, he experienced a position where he cannot help but to resonate through his sleep. He showed us how to resonate in daily life. Wang Oma, thank you. Wang Oma, I love you. With this sentences, we saw him welling up in tears. What can I do, true mother? All of us, all the leaders, all the members must reach that position to ask true mother what we can do. We must raise our devotion and prayer at Cheonshim Won up to that level. Those who went deeper into Cheonshim Won Vigil, they can actually decide whether one is moving forward with spirit and truth. In that sense, our brother Marshall Prince, that standard, all the leaders must strive to achieve that position, achieve that standard. And our sister Seobok-yeom, who have shared testimony, you have heard her testimony well, and before. And today at Cheonshim Weekly, we're able to see much specific story. Before that incident happened, there was a sister who was screaming out during the vigil, and there were many moments when we carried her to the special prayer room. So she was such a person, but everything has been cleared away, and until now she has been working diligently, living peacefully. And she is very precious, a second generation. If she stayed with the evil spirit, what would have happened? She would have kept on trying to commit suicide, where suicidal spirits will come to her, telling her to kill herself again and again. And if that repeats, she will fall under the control of suicidal spirits. So in the past, there's the spirit that committed suicide 1,000 years ago. They will create another one spirit, similar spirit as that spirit, one by one, having a lot of spirits under the spirit, controlling them. So that is why they can become a king of suicidal spirit. So and that spirit will keep on multiply like that. And many of our second generation have received influence from that spirit to commit suicide. So, and their families who regretted for letting their children to ascend to spirit world by committing suicide. So our sister have been liberated, and that is greatest blessing. And all of you must absolutely learn through that story. Truly, when our sister was in the middle of the darkness, she saw True Mother, and she desperately called out to True Mother. And as she did, True Mother, even the spirit who made our sister Bo-kyung to suffer, that spirit became much more desperate, calling out to Mom, our True Mother, and that spirit was able to liberate. And our Bo-kyung have made that spirit as her spiritual child and give that spirit blessing. All of us must realize that we are standing in that position, in that foundation. We have received a title of direct children of true parents, of Holy Mother, who have the authority to give blessing to the spiritual beings. But Jesus Christ could not save young spirits like our true parents. What Jesus can do was to get rid of the spirit power. Then do you think True Father do not have such power? True Father would have greater power, greater authority than evil spirit. Just like how Jesus called Apostle Paul, True Father will come to your ears. As long as you have the same frequency with True Father, He will give you His words. I don't have much time. That is why I cannot give you a spiritual message that our second generation received yesterday. You must realize our True Father is with us. And knowing the fact that True Father is with us, we cannot help but to believe that we can do anything. Hyojin-nim, who can open the gates of heaven, is with us. You must realize that we can do anything. We can accomplish anything. Hyojin-nim is here with us, who is with us as Commander-in-Chief of heaven, our brother Hungjanim, there's no one who can defeat spiritual power of Hungjanim. That's how strong he is, and that Hungjanim is in our back. And there is a testimony about and there's a story in Afghanistan where for 3 days, sudden war broke out. For 3 days, there was gunfires, and our members were under the basement offering prayer and devotion, and then they all went away. And all the soldiers ran away because an Eastern man, Asian man, came down from the heaven with the white horse. Such story existed. So there's no one who can defeat Hungjanim. With that conviction, with that faith, offer prayer. Taemonim is also working, right? Taemonim, who has become completely one with mother's heart, for the pitiful person, true mother, Taemonim has been offering prayer and devotion. And if you resonate with that heart and offer prayer and devotion for people who are suffering, then you will see miracle. Our sister Kim Myung-ok have suffered greatly in Africa, and our brothers and sisters have been asking, when will she come? So because she cannot go there often, African has put a lot of, made her to endure a lot. And even Kim Myung-ok, center director, have malaria. And let's hear her testimony report next week. As we embrace Taemonim and offer prayer and devotion, you cannot help but shedding tears. You must realize that subjective spirit world is within us. Spirit world is with us. And if we who are in the physical world, if we can strive to become one with spirit world and resonate with spirit world in order to make spirit and physical world one, that's what we're trying to do. You should not live on your own desire, on your selfish desire. You must, in front of spirit world, you must ask, what can I do? What should I do to parents? And they will teach you what to do. But many people try to live in their own thoughts with their own desires. That is why they become the obstacles of the providence. They cause true mother to shed tears of blood. They have become unfilial children because they have their own selfish heart, selfish thoughts. You must realize that you always have lacking parts, and the more you lack, the more you cling on to heaven to ask for wisdom. So the more you become arrogant, the more you think that you know more than anyone, the more you think that you know, then Heavenly Parent cannot come into your heart. That is why true parents have been teaching us that we must empty ourselves, we must deny ourselves. And in front of true parents, the greatest person is someone who denied himself or herself completely. And that is the path true parents have taught us. And in order to completely deny in the past, we receive blessing as true parents directed us, as true parents mentioned us. True parents, true parents would do, you receive blessing, and we, just say, oh, thank you, and we would, use staplers to have my spouse name into our shirt, our suit. If I decided to think on my own, I would not have, carried on with my blessing. 6,500 blessed couple, they just received a picture from someone, from true parents. And there was even someone who threw out the paper because she didn't look beautiful. And somebody even picked the picture saying that somebody dropped this, and true father said, oh, that's your wife. So many interesting incidents happen like that. And I was a family federation, family department director, and I followed true father to do the matching. As two pictures met, on the standard of absolute faith, they receive blessing. And you must go until the end. The blessing, you must deny all the fallen nature, all the things from the fallen world, even deepest root of the fallen world. You must deny, even if you think you can compromise. So you must deny everything, and you must receive all the life from the true parents, even from beginning from the marrow of the bone of true father. But not many people were able to set the standard. There are many blessed families who drifted away. We must bring all of them back. And in order to do that, the work of Holy Spirit must come down. We must bring spiritual experiences our daily life, just like our sister who experienced spiritual war. Once we listen to such a spiritual testimony, do not forget what you have heard. If you have if you have a friend who wants to share, just share with everyone. Share with people around you, so that they can know who our true parents are. Under that authority, all the religions must come under the umbrella of Heavenly Parents' holy community. Centering on Cheononggu Cheonil Samdam, we must bring everyone to become brothers and sisters. And this is the last truth, the amazing truth that we have. True parents. And our mission is to let people know about true parents. We must make sure that all our ancestors, 430 generations of ancestors, must know about true parents. So once you offer such deep devotion and prayer, the year 2026 will become a moment where we will meet era of explosive development of our family. That's how heaven will work if we move forward with that conviction. Thank you. Let us offer another big round of applause to President Lee Ki-sung for giving us words filled with grace. Thank you.